What's your soul saying? Oh.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel Aligning with My Soul. Thank you to all of you for joining me on my journey and for supporting my channel. It really does mean the world to me, and I'm so very, very grateful to be connecting with people like you guys who are in the same or similar situation to me. It's so comforting, so thank you so much. Sorry I didn't get a video up yesterday, but it was my daughter's 18th birthday, so I dedicated my time to her, and the energy is really intense at the moment, so my video today, I'm going to make it too long as well because the energy is really intense, and I think everybody, even you guys, I just know that you're probably feeling really negative and experiencing this really toxic energy at the moment, intense energy, because we're feeling, you know, everything's heightened and we're really feeling all that stuff that no longer serves us, and it's just testing us and triggering us at the moment to see if we've learnt our lessons and are we going to rise above it, or you know, and see through the illusion. So I hope you guys are okay and coping, and you have got to that place where you have that great understanding and you're not reacting to the triggers or whatever's going on in your life, and that you are rising above it. So it's going to be interesting to see what is going on with the divine masculines today, to see what they're experiencing. They're just, you know, doing some deep healing at the moment, and they're experiencing movement forwards and change, because they are doing their work and going within, and they are committed to this journey. But it's obviously, when you're doing this, it's very uncomfortable, and they're probably experiencing some maybe physical symptoms, you may be as well, or really intense emotional pain. But it's all good because it's movement forwards and change, and it's stuff, dealing with stuff that has got to be dealt with and it's not going to serve us anymore, instead of having this reoccurring feelings or situations or negative thoughts and stuff. We've been, you know, divine masculines being tested as well. Are they actually going to do something, and they're going to see through this and do something about changing the stuff within them and their surroundings? So let's see what's going on today. I did ask for God's blessing and guidance before I did this reading, and it's the soul's journey I'm going to use first for the divine masculines, to see what's going to come out. So what's going on with the divine masculines today? How are they coping with this energy, and what are they experiencing and releasing in this intense energy? And we are coming up to a new moon, guys, and it's usually a 4 or 5 days before we experience a new moon that we experience this really intense energy, and it's going to be a lunar eclipse as well. And until December the 21st, we're going to be experiencing this trigger energy. The winter solstice on the 21st, so I just hope you're coping. You know, I'm excited to see what's going on with my masculines. The cards are a bit stuck today, it's slotting in, so that says it all. Let's see what's going on with divine masculines. What do we need to know? What's going on with divine masculines? What are they experiencing at the moment? The cards are definitely stuck, so worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So there could be, you know, as I said, they're feeling uncomfortable and experiencing intense worry, and worry creates more worry. So they're realising that the more they worry, it doesn't change anything. It's just making you feel negative and just stuck. Really, you're not getting anywhere by worrying. So they're feeling very worried today. They're worrying about everything, and you could be as well experiencing that. But hopefully you're in a place where you are rising above it, like I said earlier, and you're accepting that that's how you feel, and not trying to resist, just feeling it, being aware of it and rising above it. That's, you know, what this spiritual journey is about. It's not about being perfect and being positive all the time and feeling wonderful. It's just being aware of the energies that you're experiencing and how you're feeling, and being able to control it, being aware, being conscious. So let's see what the worry card has to say. Worry is a wasted emotion. It does nothing other than give you illusions of control. When you could expend too much energy worrying, it limits you and has an adverse effect on the natural energy of your soul. Worrying destroys the hope, faith and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think, and you have the power to create positive thoughts, which positive outcomes come of it. Worry is negative emotion and sets you up for a negative result. What unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you now? Examine them objectively in the light of love. Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. So they're full of worry, and that's what they're releasing at the moment, is all the worries that have been within them all this time on this journey, most of their lives maybe. The worry that they're not good enough, the worry about how this is all going to work out, all the things that they're frightened of and fearful of, the change that they are making, and they know that they've got to make more change, is worrying them, and they are looking at it differently. They are examining it and realising, actually, this is just making me feel really uncomfortable. And when you feel that worry and fear, it doesn't get you anywhere. So they're releasing that. So this is really good that they're releasing this worry, because then they will feel more positive and clearer about taking action into correcting things within themselves and with you. So releasing is really good. And when you're worrying, it destroys, like it says in this book, it destroys the hope and the faith. So they're having to release this so they can replace the hope and the faith, and to feel more centered within themselves. So when they've released this is you know that there's going to be positive outcomes. So that's what the Divine Masculines are experiencing today. They're worrying and they're releasing that worry. So it can be frightening and uncomfortable, but you could be feeling the same as well, mirroring each other, where you're just so worried and you just feel in despair, desperate. But when you kind of take a step back and change your perception, all the things that you are worrying about, things change magically, and you feel that shift within you. You feel that peace within you, and this is what it's about: is allowing yourself to get to get to that stage with nothing external from you. You're not relying on anything external, from you to make you content, to stop you worrying. You can do that yourself within by changing the way you're looking at things and looking at it through the eyes of love. And Divine Masculines are learning that. They're realising there's no benefit from worrying. So they're releasing the worry within them, so they, can move forwards even more. And it's about, this is more, there's so much happening between you in the 5D, and it's about bringing it down into the 3D, showing that they've changed, but being able to show you that they've changed, and actually in the physical world, in the dark physical dimension, instead of you just having this experience in the 5D where everything's wonderful and you can feel that change with your Divine Masculine. It's about seeing it in the 3D, and they're working on that by releasing this worry, so they can show you in 3D. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to use the wisdom of the Oracle next to see what's going on. So what else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines today? Nice clear message for the person that's watching. And as I always say, you know what's going on with your Divine Masculine if you're really honest with yourself and you put your ego aside. You know what's going on, because you know what's going on within you as well. You can feel things changing within you. And if you're feeling anger and all of those different things, just accept that's how you're feeling today, and just try and accept. Don't try and work it all out, just let it be, but be aware that that's what you're feeling. Connect with that feeling. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm really feeling angry today. What am I learning from this? And Divine Masculines are learning that as well. So worry is not getting them anywhere. It's just making them stuck, and they'll hold everything in their life stuck. Poised. So releasing the worry is helping them feel more confident about this situation and about themselves. The more they can release this worry, that, you know, poised is about being confident and allowing themselves to feel better about themselves, about the situation in their lives, to do with you and everything in their lives. So let's have a look. 48. It is very draining when you're feeling this intense energy as well, so make sure you're resting. What is it, the number? Oh yes, there's 48, sorry. And so it's 180, the actual number of the page. So make sure you're resting, because it is very draining. So you have to really take care of yourself and your well-being when you're experiencing this intense energy, and when you're experiencing these intense emotions as well. You need to make sure you're taking some quiet time and just resting, and accept that you're feeling lethargic, or however you're feeling. You could be having headaches, feeling sick. Some of you may be having flu symptoms, but it's all ascension, and divine masculines could be experiencing this as well. So, okay, the essential meaning is being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. So when they've released this worry, it's helping them feel, you know, more. They're feeling more ready. So, and the more you release the worry, the clearer the divine masculines are going to feel, the clearer. And they're going to have the light come in too, you know, they're going to spot something or spark, and they'll be like they see things so much more clearer. And they have started to do that already. They are progressing every day and making movement, and that's with the same as you. But when you're experiencing the dark times and these heavy, intense energies of, you know, things testing you, it's a lot harder to see that light, because it's showing, you know, we're having to really dig deep within ourselves to see through the illusions and stuff. So divine masculines are releasing the worry so they can be ready and feel more confident to come towards you and feel better about themselves, feel worthy of this love, feel able to be their authentic self with you, not being so afraid and not living through fear, through the eyes of fear, living through the eyes of love. So let's see what the message says. You can be assured that you're ready for anything right now. You know that what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You're coming to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is auspicious time to begin new things. So yeah, they can feel it within them, this new beginning. You know, they're experiencing the new beginning already by all these different changes that are going on within them, and all the different experiences they're having at the moment for them to come forwards towards you. They know that they're coming towards you, they're experiencing that, and they're so committed to this journey. They've been committed to this journey for a long time now, for months now, and they're committed to themselves. They can, you know, with the ego taking place and trying to interfere, it can cause conflict and you feel like you're coming off track, but you're not. It's just things that are happening to find that inner strength, to find that strength that you didn't have. You know, all the things that you experience and you think, I can't do this anymore, I can't do it, but there's something always happens where you do find that strength, and divine masculines have experienced that for a long time, and maybe so have you as well. But by releasing worry, they're going to feel more confident about this, and this is the perfect time for new things, and they can feel this new thing. They know it's happening, So obviously when you can feel that happening, it is worrying, isn't it? It makes you feel worried as well. It makes me feel worried. It's a natural thing when you can feel this change happening. It's worrying you. So the relationship message, which we all love because the ego likes to listen to it, I'll read, is when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. Yeah, so they're working on being more confident and happy with themselves, and that's what this journey is about, is having a relationship with yourself. And the more you're feeling good, the person that's watching in your skin, the more ready and the more ready you are for a deeper, intimate relationship with your divine masculine. And that's what the divine masculines are doing, because you're one soul and that's how it works. So you have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So they know that this new relation, they know they're having a new relationship with them. They know and can feel that things are happening between you. And it's scary and it's worrying, because whatever, you just have to put it into your situation of how, the things that that your divine masculine's got to change in his life. It could be marriages, lots of different things, jobs, moving to a different country, and most importantly, the stuff that they've got to change within them is the thing that's so scary. Allowing themselves to feel this worth about themselves and to get rid of abandonment and rejection and the wounds that they might have experienced before they even met you from a child. And maybe your divine masculine hasn't ever been loved before, experienced love, and he's learning how to love. And learning how to love and having this experience is scary, and they can feel this. They're not. The difference is, before they'll be plodding on, brushing under the carpet, burying their heads in the sand, running away, and filling their time up with to distract them from really what has got to happen. Now they're not. They're facing this, which may be still coming across to you as if they're being not very nice, and it could seem as if they're being cold and they're still pushing away from you, but they're not. They're actually committed to doing their work, and they really are feeling this worry of, that they're releasing the stuff that's not serving them and releasing stuff around them that's not good for them anymore, and worrying about the changes, the steps that they've got to take, which is very overwhelming. But once they've released this worry and they know that, they're understanding what worry is, is no good for them, and just creates more worry and more stress and makes you feel quite unwell, and it makes you stuck. They will feel this confidence, they will feel more ready, and the light will be shown. He'll have so much light shine on them, and they will shine their light too, and they will just radiate out into the world, and this confidence will show, and you will see this confidence, because they'll be feeling ready, and this is about them feeling confident in who they are. But before they can feel confident of who they are and feel like shining their light, and to receive the light to them and the wisdom, even more so, because they have had lots of light and guidance they've experienced to get them where they are now, to actually come to the stage of facing their fears. But once they get that, they will, feel such a difference. Their life will be so different, and it's about them really trusting and having faith at this time as well. But it's about being comfortable in their skin, and they're learning to do that. They're learning to release all these things that they feel so bad about themselves, and that they're not good enough to receive your love. And that's why they're not giving you love and showing you how they really feels, because they're so scared. And it seems to you, the person that's watching, as if you're giving your love all the time, which is draining you, and you get nothing back, and you just get coldness back, and you just feel drained basically. But they are you know, when your love goes to your divine masculine before, it's just like they've blocked it, and then they go and they're cold and they don't respond and they go silent, or they have funny behaviours, and it's just not very nice. Well, now, because they're going to release this worry and all the nastiness within them that they feel about themselves, they're going to feel confident, and your love won't just go be blocked, what you're giving them. It will be balanced, because they'll receive it and they will trust that they can give their love back to you, because they're feeling more confident in themselves, because they're not relying on anything external from them to make them happy, because they will love themselves enough. They will have that wholeness where they get themselves into that inner peace, and that's what they're working through, and that's what you're working through. It's about you, the person that's watching. As I always say, I know that you watch these videos because you want to know what's going on with the divine masculines, and of course I do as well. But it's not about the divine masculines, it's about you, the person that's watching. And this is why they're doing so well as well, because they are doing it because you've done your inner work, and you're still doing your inner work, and it's just having a very positive, it is having a positive outcome to the divine masculines, because they're making movements forwards and making these changes, and it's about you seeing through the illusions of what's going on in the 3D. Don't react. Don't react to what's going on. Just get yourself in a place of peacefulness, and feel calm, and know that you're looked after and you're safe, and you're experiencing what you're experiencing for a reason, and just don't put any energy into it. Rise above it. Look at it in a different way. Look at it through the eyes of love, unconditional love. So, right, now I'm going to get the power of love. And I'm saying this to you as if I'm really confident and I'm doing it all. Of course I feel the same as you. I get frustrated, I get angry, I feel despair, I feel desperate, I feel emotional pain, I have physical symptoms as well sometimes. Mine is emotional pain, severe emotional pain, where you just feel despair and you just want somebody to help because it's so painful. So let me know in the comments down below what you've been experiencing and how you're getting on in your journey, you know, especially with this intense energy leading up to this new moon and the lunar eclipse. Right, let's see what else we need to know about the divine masculines today. The power of love. Power of love. Compassion. They're learning to have compassion. Yeah. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actually sharing and living love. Yeah. They're seeing things differently, and they're learning to see things differently. They're having more compassion about how they feel about themselves and about you and things around them. They're seeing things through the eyes of love, and by living your life through love, it makes these massive changes, and which makes them feel confident as well, and more ready. But this is, you know, this Poised card that comes out, it is about they are preparing, which means they're getting ready. They're getting ready because of the releasing of the worry. So they're having more compassion. So you might see a difference between, you know, what's going on with the divine masculines. You might not, they still might be doing this in silence, where you can't see it, but you might see a difference if you are in communication with your divine masculines, that he's been a bit more compassionate towards you, or you can see that he's been having more compassion towards himself, or situations. So let's see what the card says. 35. So all is good, guys, all is good. Even though you might be absolutely beside yourself. Well, you think that you're beside yourself, you are safe. You're okay. And everything always works out for you. Always remember that. Living by the principle of compassion is the healthiest mode of being human. Compassion asks that you go within your own heart and see the world from another perspective. There you go, that's what I say all the time. The Divine Masculines are looking at things through different eyes. They're looking through the eyes of love, which is helping them have compassion and awareness of what is going on outside of them. In the 3D, they get into that place, you know, that higher love, which is amazing. By placing your awareness on the feelings of others and understanding what motivates them, you will begin to empathise with them. Operating compassionately is a natural inclination of your soul, so allow yourself the time and the space to display loving acts daily. It can be as simple as smiling to a stranger. Remember that some of us travel an easier road than others, but the most significant thing we all have in common is our decision to share the physical dimension together. Compassion is also a gift to give yourself. When you are able to accept your own weaknesses as a part of the learning process, it's much easier to forgive others. It's often a difficult lesson, but once it's mastered, your soul evolves quickly, yeah. And it's about the Divine Masculines releasing where they're thinking they've got to do this and they've got to do that to be better. It's about accepting things about themselves as well, not trying to be perfect. And you might be experiencing this as well. So it's about having compassion towards yourself. And as I said frequently in my videos, it's my thing, which you might be able to relate to, is where I literally think that I have to be totally perfect in every way before anybody can love me. I won't allow or accept the love because I think that I have to be a certain way. Everything, like OCD, perfect, intense, where I think that I have to be perfect or I have to be so highly intelligent, like a professor or a supermodel, you know, that kind of thing, where you just feel that you've got to be that. And that's what I'm releasing at the moment, where I'm really feeling all these intense things about myself. And our masculines are having compassion towards, learning to have more compassion towards themselves and realising that they have got certain things that are weak, what you call weaknesses or whatever, but it's about accepting them, and that the way you are is fine. You don't have to change, you know. They may be insecure about the way they're looking, or that's however it resonates to you, what their insecurities are. They're thinking that they've got to do this and do that before that they can be loved, because that's what I'm working through. So I think, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. You know, there's no way that somebody could, you know, my Divine Masculine, how is he going to possibly love me if I, you know, this, I've got to do this. It's just out of controlness. So they're working with this as well. So I hope that you understand what I'm saying, and maybe you're experiencing that intense energy of thinking that you've got to be so perfect before anybody can love you. And it's just about accepting who you are and knowing that it's okay. You don't have to be completely perfect, and you're perfect the way you are. That's because that's how you're meant to be. And it's possible that that your Divine Masculine can love you if you're doubting it. So that's what the Divine Masculines are experiencing, more compassion towards themselves, and realise, you know, knowing it's okay to have certain weaknesses, you know, and forgiving themselves for maybe how they've been towards you, or things that they've done in the past, just forgiving and being kind to themselves. Because a lot of you that might be watching, you might be very angry, you might be thinking, yeah, what about, you know, how can I, you know, why is, you know, should he be feeling better about himself because he's so cruel and he's done this and he's done that? But they're not cruel. Their actions, because they're hurting, may have come across cruel, but you have to get yourself to see through that. You can see through to their soul, and they're not cruel. They're a beautiful soul because it's you. They just do behave in certain ways sometimes because they're hurting, and hurt people. When they're hurting, they hurt people. So you have to have this greater understanding. And I understand if you're feeling that anger, and just allow it. Just accept that's how you're feeling, but try as well to a bit allow it, but rise above it as well, and just go, oh well, you know that it's not true. That's not what your soul feels really, that anger. You do know that your divine masculine is a good soul, because it's your soul, because you're one soul in two physical bodies. They behave differently to how you've behaved, because you're the feminine. If you are the feminine that's watching, it's my majority of my audience is feminine. You will be the one that gives, and it is so understanding and so loving and everything. It's different for the divine masculines. And when you're giving your love to your divine masculine, don't condition it. Don't expect anything back. Just allow. Just let it be. Don't have any expectations. Love unconditionally. So I hope I've explained it to you in the way that you get what I'm saying. I'm going to see what the pot's saved now. I'm going to get the energy pot first, what energy they're in towards you. Right, 2's come out already. And then I'll get the communication, love, yeah. This journey is about seeing things through the eyes of love. They have so much love they feel towards you today. Their heart is full of love. So that's the energy they're feeling towards you. And ready, how fun is that? I've used ready quite a lot during this reading. So being poised is being confident and ready. And that's what they're doing at the moment. They're getting ready because they're releasing the worry. And they're getting ready. They'll be feeling more confident by releasing the worry, and to have more compassion towards themselves. And when you feel better in your own skin and you feel compassion, when you're loving yourself and know your self-worth, that's when you're ready to deal with the other things in your life, and when you'll see a difference in your divine masculine taking action towards you to show you this love that they feel, because they do feel this love, and you know that. You don't actually need your divine masculine to tell you that he loves you, because you know it within yourself, because you've never felt anything like it before. The energy between you. Let's see what it communicates to you in the 3D if he took his mask down, and what's he actually saying in the 5D. I'm scared of intimacy. Yes, they're scared of intimacy. Why are they scared of intimacy? Because they're scared of getting hurt, they're scared of rejection, they're scared of abandonment, because they've experienced it in their past. And they don't feel good enough, they don't feel worthy, so they feel scared, because they're thinking, I don't want to experience that, and then it's going to be taken away from me. And you may be the same with the person's watching. However, intimacy, to me, intimacy isn't just about the physical act, it's about everything, just being close to the physical person and being open about everything, talking openly, sharing your feelings, expressing your feelings, cuddling, exposing, revealing who you really are, being authentic with that person, and having the physical act, making love as well. So put it into your situation, but scared of intimate, it could be where your divine masculine is scared of actually, because how he feels about himself, he doesn't feel good enough to have intimacy with you, or he's frightened of how it's all going to work. I don't know. I could just put it in your situation, but you might be scared of intimacy, or the physical act of making love, or you opening up because you're scared of your divine masculine hurting you again. So when the communication comes out, or any message is felt, you've got to take this on board as well, because whatever the divine masculine experience and what they're going through. It's what you've experienced as well, maybe in a different way, a different situation, but you're one soul, so you have the same wounds that you're both working through. So if you're scared of intimacy, try and work, ask yourself what that means to you. How does that make you feel when you hear your divine masculine say, I'm scared of intimacy? Only you know that. I know what it means to me. So let's see what else the divine masculines would love to say to you if they took their masks down and showed you how they really felt and what they're saying in the 5D. Please trust me. So keep trusting your divine masculine. Please trust me. Even though your divine masculine could be still really cold, not coming towards you, being silent, or if they are coming towards you still, not very nice or whatever, just keep trusting. Keep trusting them. See through that. See through what you're seeing. And don't react. Don't put any attention to it. Just move away from the situation. And put that energy back into yourself. Getting yourself feeling inner peace. And looking after yourself, resting and focusing on yourself basically. So I'm going to get a card for the person that's watching, and just to help you, what the message is that God wants you to know today and what you're going through, and to help you stay focused on your spiritual journey and to give you the strength to carry on during these intense times. Because the pain that you experience, I know how painful that is. You just feel like you can't do it, you can't take it. So I do understand. What is the message for the person that's watching today? What do we need to know for the person that's watching to help them stay focused? To uplift them, to make them feel secure and safe. What is the message for the person that's watching? Sun energy. Sun energy. The sun is so beautiful and inspirational. It's our core energy. Now is the time to really connect with the sun. Spend some time in the sunlight and feel the amazing energy light up your heart and soul. Imagine the light filling your beautiful divine body with bright, white, pure divine love. Action to take is spend some time in the sunlight. Allow the light to penetrate your soul and fill you up with so much love and light. Like refueling of energy. If the sun isn't shining today, then be patient and do this on the next sunny day. And the powerful affirmation is, I connect to the sun and its powerful energy, and I feel rejuvenated and full of love and light. So it depends where you are in the world, but we're currently experiencing winter, so you could get lots of days where it's very cloudy and stuff. Just always remember the sun is there, and the clouds are just covering it up. So the next sunny day, or even if you just to go outside into nature, will help you have this rejuvenating energy, because the sun is so powerful. And if you are in a country where there are, it is summer, go outside, embrace the sun, spend some time outside, because when you're outside and you connect with the sun, or even when you go outside in the evenings and you connect with the moon and the stars, it just makes you feel really good. It makes you feel so connected. So it's really important to take that time for yourself at the moment. So don't worry if it's really overcast and stuff. Just always remember the sun is there. It's just hiding because of the clouds, and that's the energy we're in at the moment anyway. We're just, everything seems a bit grey and dark or whatever, but see through that. But have some fresh air and open the windows, and just bring light into your home. Even if it is cloudy, just bring the light in. And that will really help you. So, but take care of yourself, really look after yourself. And even if you watch a movie or something that's, you know, where it's a hot place and there's lots of sunshine in it, or, you know, just do something where there is bright colours and lots of bright things happening. But look out for that sun, obviously. But it is time to look after yourself and rest and be kind to yourself, because it's very draining what you're experiencing at the moment. So, but Divine Masculines, let go of this control, what's going on with Divine Masculines. Let go of the control of how this is going to work out, how it's going to end up. If things are uncomfortable at the moment, just take it for what it is. It is what it is, but you know it's for a reason. There's a purpose for it. There's a reason why things are the way they are, because of they're releasing the worry to help them be more confident and shine their light, to be ready, to feel ready. They're getting ready, and they're having more compassion, and when they have more compassion, they're going to feel better within themselves to take on board anything. But they are releasing worry, so they are uncomfortable at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. I enjoyed doing it. I didn't really feel like doing one today because obviously the energy is really intense and it's affecting me. But I've risen above, and I wanted to support you guys because I know that you're experiencing probably the same as what I am. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and like my videos if you liked them. I do private readings now, so if you would like me to do a private reading for your personal journey with your twin flame, I'm happy to do so. My email address is in the description box down below. Just email me and I'll get back to you. I do have PayPal now if you'd like to support and donate to my channel. I'll be very, very grateful, and I do have an Amazon wishlist as well. So take care of yourself, guys. It's really important at the moment, and keep believing, keep trusting in your Divine Masculine, keep trusting in yourself, keep trusting this journey. Rise above it, whatever's happening in the trigger department, and stay focused. I do think about you all the time, guys, and I'm sending my love, my support, my strength and light to you all. And I love you all very, very much. Take care. See ya. Bye.
Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.